Hi, my name is Loretta Murray and I am a retired registered nurse. Welcome to my home. I left a two-storey house with a pool and knew that moving forward I would need a much smaller, more comfortable house where I could indulge my love of permaculture and gardening, but in a manageable, sustainable and water-wise fashion. I built this house on the property that my father left to me, so it was important that the old house wasn't wasted or forgotten. I have reused hardwood floor joists, the old bathtub, and his 1950s Parker furniture, lounge and dining, and I have reminders of him here and there, such as the garden sculpture in the front arid garden. I need to make sure that I'm able to afford the future as well, so the house is very well insulated and so comfortable without the need to use heating or cooling excessively. The north-facing living area has stackable low E 16mm toughened smart glass doors, which allows the sun to warm the thermal mass of burnished concrete floors in the winter, and when fully closed in the summer, reduces the heat gain. Louvered cross ventilation from the eastern sea breezes help cool the house as well. The western side has movable external louvers to increase or decrease solar gain as required seasonally, and native shrub plantings to assist cooling, which are both drought resistant and offer some form of pest resistance. The front of the house faces southwest, and the heat off the bitumen road on a summer's afternoon is ferocious. This is where I planted an arid garden, which has generated significant interest in the suburb. It's lovely to be able to talk to neighbours who stop to talk about the garden, and creates a sense of community. It was important to me to future-proof this house as much as possible, so I had it wired for 3-phase power to enable future EV charging and greater solar power feedback to the grid. I plan to get a solar battery and EV when these things are more accessible in real terms. I have sought to include habitats for native wildlife wherever possible, and am the very proud owner of a rescued log hive of native stingless bees. My gardens are as productive as I can make them and are still a work in progress. My 4 hens and I fight over the produce, but it's an ideal place to have my fruit trees, which are happy with their eastern position. Centrally placed in the house is an internal garden atrium where I'm trying to indulge my love of orchids and unusual tropical plants. This also is still a work in progress. Other than the peacefulness that indoor plants afford and the purity that they give to the internal environment, the atrium also acts as a thermal chimney when fully opened. I have only one grandchild currently, but with future generations in mind, I was very keen to source and use low VOC paints, finishes and glues, which I've been successful in doing. Again, with the future in mind, I knew that at some point in the future I would need caring for. While not requiring this just yet, I included a studio apartment in the build. If needed, this can bring in a passive income, but currently my adult children often use it when they come to stay. I attempt to recycle everything. I separate my waste in the house and then divide the green and brown waste between the worm farms, the compost bins or the chickens. Everything recyclable goes into the recycling bin, or I take e-waste, batteries, old manageable electrical appliances to the local waste transfer station. I am concerned about what chemicals are used in homes on a day-to-day basis, so I make my own cleaners and using vinegars and bicarbonates of soda, to name two. I also like to make basic cosmetics using botanicals and clean organic compounds.